Hello there, wrestling fans. This is your main man, the Wrestling Mark, and I am here to talk about the state of professional wrestling as we know it here today. Today is New Year's Eve. It is 12/31/13. 2014 is upon us. Happy New Year's. Be safe. And that takes us into the Royal Rumble. But before we get to that, it looks like that I was proven wrong on one of my other podcasts, and I guess it's not for sure, but the talks between TNA and AJ Styles, I guess, have broken down. And AJ Styles is booked basically for probably the next 2 months, indie shows, and he is booked to be at ROH. AJ Styles, a Grand Slam champion in TNA, is going back to ROH. I really don't know what to say to that. I mean, that's, I never thought Peyton Manning would leave the Colts either. But I guess, unfortunately these things happen. Hopefully, down the line he is back. But TNA, I guess they got as good as chance to survive. And it's not very good. Rumors that Roderick Strong could be coming to TNA. If you take the personal problems and stuff like that away from him, Roderick Strong can go. He's exciting, and TNA it would be a good addition for TNA. I agree with that. As far as WWE, the surprise, or as WWE spoiled, another surprise is that Brock Lesnar showed up on Raw, on a live Raw, but before they even recorded Raw, on a SmackDown taping, they did a promo with Big E talking about how Brock Lesnar jumped Mark Henry. And then I don't know if you got it or not, the whole segment with Brock Lesnar, they had satellite problems on USA, and you didn't even get to see it. Now, that wasn't planned. That wasn't WWE's fault, but WWE's like, they're getting a little bit of bad luck. I mean, that was a big surprise, and then the satellite goes out. So I mean, I can't blame it on WWE. But the thing. At first, with Daniel Bryan, I guess following the buzzards as they're calling it. At first, I was like, surely he's gonna turn on these guys, he's gonna jump them, and then he followed them. And I don't know if I did a podcast or not. I thought out loud that the fact that Daniel Bryan, I did. If Daniel Bryan goes, in the Wyatt family, then they're giving up on Daniel Bryan. But what is Daniel? I mean, every obstacle they threw him in, the guy has, persevered. He's come out, and I think he will. I think this is another thing that's captivating. It's probably the most captivating thing that they've done, and they're doing it with the most captivating character. And I think, they can do this for a while, and they're putting him down to a different level, and then. As the main event is Orton and Cena in an old school, match where there's, just a regular match. I mean, come on now. I mean, you guys are a smart guy. I mean, what do you think's going to happen? Is there a possibility that Batista may interfere now? I mean, his last feud was with CM Punk or John Cena, and the history with Orton. you know, and even Triple H and Evolution. The writing was on the wall there. You know, I see Batista having some sort of, you know, surprise with that. Another thing that's interesting too is that this Monday, you got an old school show, and I guess Ric Flair's going to be there. Some rumors and, you know, some rumblings and, you know, some the Hulk Hogan. That'd be cool if Hulk Hogan would show up to that. But I think they'll save him, you know, for the Rumble. You know, have him be a surprise entry for the Rumble. I still think Kurt Angle's going to be there too. TNA has one more, you know, recorded show this Thursday, and then as far as I know, I think they're going back to live. So it'll be interesting to see if you know, if Angle's on that show. You know, really, that's pretty much where it's at. You know, as far as professional wrestling and everything. You know, Batista's coming back, Lesnar's back. You know, AJ's in the Indies. You know, that's pretty much all, you know, all the big news. I think the most compelling story is Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan. Probably the two biggest stars in one storyline, but not in the main event. I've never seen that before, you know, and it goes back to the podcast of Vince McMahon saying there's no more heels, there's no more faces, and John Cena is the guy that feeds us. You know, I mean, I guess it don't matter how many people cheer for you, how well you wrestle, you know, and it's just, it's a shame, man. I hate repeating myself here. This is kind of laid back broadcast, not really a whole lot going on, just kind of put some stuff out there and my opinions to basically where we're at. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess, you know, all you can do is hope that, you know, something big's going to happen. You know, Undertaker's going to be coming back. Royal Rumble, you know, there's going to be a lot of surprise entries. And then, you know, right after Rumble, then boom, you're right hot. You know, you're right hot and heavily into the road WrestleMania, 30th WrestleMania, New Orleans. You know, it's got to be a good one. The ratings have been down, buy rates have been down on pay-per-views. The last 4 or 5 pay-per-views in WWE's been lackadaisical. You know, it's almost like WWE's been so distracted on, you know, this network thing that they're trying to get, you know, going on. But, you know, the Performance Center is a good thing, you know, and then bringing in all these guys and looking at them, you know, so, you know, they don't miss somebody. We'll see, you know. You know, just keep your fingers crossed and, you know, think positive.